It's McCabe and Jenny inside the Mixed New Music Club, and today joined by Charlotte Lawrence, singer, songwriter, here today, taking a break from tour. Yes. Tonight's going to be your second show.
Yes.
How was night one and performing your new song for the first time?
First of all, thank you for having me.
For sure.
Secondly, it was so much fun. Minneapolis was awesome. The crowd was awesome. It was definitely nerve-wracking because it was my first time with a full band on a stage since like 2019, I think. It's been a long time, and COVID feels like 10 years, so it's been a lifetime.
Yes.
So it was nerve-wracking, but it was so much fun. And the second we got into the groove of things, I had the best time, and it felt like ecstasy again. But it was great, and I can't wait for night two. I also think that like my best show is going to be my last show, so hopefully we just get better and better and better.
Well,
you
said you've had some downtime to explore Chicago because you've been through, but you never really had a chance to like go out. And you did today or yesterday. So what all did you get to see?
I've been to Chicago on tour before, so I've never really gotten to spend longer than 2 days here. But I love Chicago; it's so cool. I love the Cubs. I'm Chicago through and through.
Excellent.
But we got to go to the Chicago Music Exchange yesterday.
Very cool.
It was so awesome. It's such a sick shop. And they were so kind to us and let us like go and see all the secret special guitars and go jam out. And we were there for like 4 hours. And then we went to RPM Steak, which was so yummy. We all have stomach aches though because we ate 100 pounds
They have like
of
some
steak.
bread that they bring out
Oh,
beforehand.
we had
is
20
so
of those
good.
breads. It's
Yeah.
the best. The Parker House rolls, we couldn't stop eating. We all ate more than we could stomach. But it was so much fun.
Well, we're glad you're here now. And like you said, I mean, COVID was a tough time. Did that put a pause on just everything for you? And then from that, were you able to create new music that you wanted to get out there?
Yes, I think it was for music. There's many pluses and minuses that occurred. I think that the minus is that yes, everything went on hold, and I felt like I was building pretty great momentum beforehand and touring and performing and releasing music and getting to promote it, and then it was like everything is at a halt. You know what I mean? And it's hard to be so excited about so many things and want to go on the road and meet people and fans and then just have to not see anyone or do anything for like 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
But it was nice to be able to create because it really gave downtime to be able to make music. And I know that without COVID, I wouldn't have my album ready, which I do, and feel really proud of it and have learned what I did, experienced what I did, became a better songwriter. But yeah, I think it was very hard on everyone, and I definitely would have rather it not happened.
Oh, yes.
Right. When did your musical journey start? Like, when did you decide you wanted to get into all of this?
When I was really young, I was always obsessed with music. I would always sing, and my parents don't sing, and they don't play any instruments, so I was kind of the first like Lawrence kid or grown up or whatever who sparked an interest. And I always loved it, and I really started taking it seriously when I was like 15, 16. But my parents really wanted me to go to college. They were like, okay, cute, but like you're going to school. This is happening. You're not going to college. So I made it my life's mission to gain even just a little bit of success in high school with music to then prove to them that I don't need to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
And to be like, look, I'm making money off of this, or like, I booked this. Like, I can't go to college. It's impossible. And I finally did. And they're like, all right, you proved us wrong. So that kind of like sparked it up, literally. But I just always loved it. But I think it shifted from a hobby into like a life.
Yeah.
When my parents said I had to go to school and I did not want to go to college.
Well,
so I was like, I'm using this.
With your mom being an actress, your dad being a producer, did they ever want you to go down the avenue of acting or getting into movies?
I honestly think the opposite. I think my dad was always so stoked that I went into writing.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a writer through and through, like first and foremost, and songwriting and TV writing, whatever it is. Like they have some, writing is writing, and I think he liked that I was expressing myself in that way, and that I got a lot of my talent per se or drive for it from him and my inspiration from him. And my mom, they loved that I did music because I was like a show pony that they would love to get me to play piano for all their friends every night. But I don't think they ever really wanted me to go into acting or movies or TV or anything because it's a very hard job and they know the craziness of it. It's the same as like I know what it takes to be a musician. Like I don't know if I'd be so stoked if my future daughter, I'm not pregnant, future daughter,
Wait, what?
I'm like, it's not happening, became a musician. But I recently, in my adult years, started dabbling in acting and loving it very much. So I think they're cool with it now. But they just wanted me to go to school and like be normal. And of course I was like, I'm gonna do the hardest job and have fun and go and travel and do crazy things. Like, so I wasn't great. But
And did I see that you are going to be in an Apple TV Plus series with Vince Vaughn?
yes,
What?
which I'm really stoked about.
So tell us about that.
I'm dabbling.
Okay, yeah, tell us about this project.
It's so cool. It's called Bad Monkey, and it's based on a Carl Hiaasen book. He's such an incredible writer. It's very funny, and it's very dramatic and mysterious. It's based off of this book, as I just said, but Vince Vaughn plays a detective, and the whole season 1 kind of follows this one crime, but it's like, I don't know how to explain it without giving too much away, but it's like a few adjacent plots that all kind of weave into each other, and it's so great. And I get to play the daughter of people that he's investigating.
Wow.
Okay.
It's really
when is
fun.
this coming out on? You said Apple Plus?
Apple Plus in late summer, early fall.
So
And
you have
I'm
a
so
busy year, summer with that project. You said you do have your album done.
excited. Yes.
So when can we expect that?
Say around the same time as the show. We want to kind of use it all and put it all out together. But yeah.
Okay. And now today we have your new song, How It Ends. What's the story behind this song?
I love this song. I wrote it with some of my favorite people in the world, and it was like our second time ever writing together professionally. And they're so talented, and what I love about them so much, I love collaborating with people so much, but I love them specifically in a writer's room because they never settle. None of them ever settle. They will fight until we get like the best melody we can get, the best lyric we can get. It's never like, oh, how about Baby and Crazy? And you know what I mean? It's just like we push. And then I always leave feeling so proud when we have a really great song that we all feel excited about and really proud of. But the song itself is about, I guess, falling in love or falling in lust and being wild and young and crazy and fun, and like those first butterflies or the first kiss, the first high, like just that first like, oh my God, I'm obsessed with this person. Like it's gonna blow up in flames. So I don't know if I'm allowed to curse.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Bleep it out. You're good.
But I don't want it to, and I don't want to know how it's going to blow up in flames, even though you know when you have that like feeling that you're like, oh my God, like this is going to be so bad and terrible, and this is going to explode in my face, but like, who cares? Don't tell me how or when or why it's going to happen. Let me just like live in this moment for now. So we kind of wanted to encapsulate that feeling that I think we've all felt. One
Oh my
way or
gosh,
the
there's
other.
multiple times.
Yeah.
So thank you for putting that out there in a song.
Right, and you sound like you've been super busy, but I did hear you got a little break to check out Coachella because you being from LA. So I got to know which stages you were at and who was your favorite performance.
I could honestly talk about this for so long because I feel like Coachella's been getting a lot of hate this year. And I didn't go last year because I went so much in my youth, and it is like a whatever. You know, it's Coachella. It's just like
It's Coachella.
it's the butt of every joke.
Yeah.
It's Coachella.
Coachella,
Like,
come on.
whatever.
Coachella.
But I had the best time because I am a Lana fan. I'm a diehard Lana fan. I'd give up anything that she wanted. I'd cut off my arm for her if she was really after it.
Wow. Okay.
I love her. No, I love her. She speaks to me. I'm like, oh, you're singing exactly. You're singing right to me. I see
Were you at the one where she brought
But-
out Billy?
Yes.
Okay.
I was at weekend 1, and they were so incredible. But everything from top to bottom, her whole set was like magic. I almost went to weekend 2 just to see her set again and then go back, but I decided against it because it's a hassle. But I'm obsessed with her. And Chapel Rowan was so incredible. She's such a star. I think she's going to be massive and have a massive career, and I love her. And I saw the last dinner party, who were so cool, and they have a song that I really love that's like doing well, I think, but they're great. I also loved Justice.
Oh, they're awesome.
They're
Yeah.
so sick. They're such a sick duo, and I never saw them live like that. But the lights and the songs, and they were like teasing Tame Impala music. It was so cool. Kasoffelstein, so cool.
Yep.
It's like why you should go to Coachella too. Besides like the superstar headliners, is like the real.
Look, there's also really
Like the
good
house
food.
music and the DJs.
I like
Yeah,
the
the
pizza
food.
there. They got
Oh my
like
God, but
ice
the pizza
cream.
is like $80.
It
The
is.
pizza's
It's a massive
crazy.
slice.
The
And you wait in those
food.
lines, but it is delicious. It is worth
It's delicious, but it's so expensive. I probably spent like $500 on food alone and wanted to die. Like, it's so expensive. It's ridiculous. We were so freezing one night because obviously my friend and I were like, let's wear these cute tank top outfits. And like, and then
the wind picks up.
Freezing, yeah, and the wind picks up. And we are like, let's go grab sweaters. And they're $100 a sweater. I'm like, I'm not going to pay $100 for this sweater that is like being mass produced. It was so ridiculous. Anyways, I also loved, No Doubt was also great.
Awesome.
And Sublime. I didn't realize at first that they replaced Brad with his son.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a random kid, and I kept being like, whoever they replaced like Brad with, like, he sounds a lot like Brad. Like, this is crazy. And then someone told me it was his son, and it was so cool. And I love Sublime. But yeah, I overall had a great time.
Sounds like a great time.
Yeah, ignore all
Lana
the hate
Del
from
Rey.
everybody else.
Yeah.
I loved it. Lana Del Rey.
We need to get you out to. Have you done Lala yet?
I did it when I was really young.
Okay.
When I was just starting out, I had like like a early morning like slot. Like, I played it when I was really young, but I had the best time, and I had so much fun getting to go to different shows and walk around. But I would love to experience it as an adult and as like okay, I know who I am as a musician, and I want to perform it, and I'd also want to go there, obviously. And
Let's put it out there for 2025.
Everybody manifest it.
You are going to be at Lollapalooza.
Lala, if you're listening,
for
I
sure.
want you.
You will be. And tonight you got a show at the Riviera Theater with Madison Beer. What can fans expect from the show?
Oh, they can expect me messing up, but in a cute way.
It's show 2.
It's
right?
show 2.
Right.
Yeah, but it's cute. I make it cute, so it's fine. Just like, don't point it out and laugh at me.
Not at all. No.
It's like my nightmare. I don't know. We have so much fun. I love my band so much, and we really worked hard to kind of lock in everything to the point that we can kind of be more free with, on stage, moving around, having fun, but also like if we want to do a random cover one night, like we can kind of make it work and figure it out. So I don't know. I feel like it's leaning more towards like a rocky show than it is pop, which is what I was doing in my prior years. There's still many pop songs and like it still has a feel of pop, but I don't know, I'm playing guitar and like it just feels like rocking and fun and exciting and energetic, and I really love it. I also I wear these heels that are so dumb. These they're the sickest boots ever. They're these like tall, like leather, tight to my ankle boots, and they're so hot, but like I'm so bad at walking in no shoes. I'm bad at walking. I fall over. I think I'm like 5'2" when I'm 5'10", and I like hit everything and fall everywhere. So all night I'm just like, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. And I'm probably gonna fall. So that's another thing you should look out for.
Be prepared.
Well, I know you're saying the last show is going to be your best show, but I think tonight could
you think
be
tonight?
your
Maybe
best
tonight
show.
is the best show that we've ever done and we'll ever do.
Yes.
You
Now,
never know.
Before we dive into the box of possibly unfortunate questions, I noticed you have some tattoos.
I have so many
Do
tattoos.
you have like a tattoo story on one of those?
Oh my God. So my dad always makes fun of me because he was like, it's funny because when Charlotte was first coming home with tattoos, she was like, oh, like, this is my favorite album cover, and like it matters so much to me. It's like, it's really meaningful. It means a lot to me. It's important. And these are my brother's initials, and like this is family, really means a lot to me. It's important. And then he was like, and then one she came home and she's like, let me see what arm is on. Can you see it?
Oh yeah, skeleton skateboarding.
My dad was
That's
like,
pretty
"What's
cool.
this? And what does this mean to you?" I was like, "It's just a skeleton on a skateboard." And he's like,
So cool,
"What the?"
okay?
And he always tells her, he's like, and then she was like, "It's just a skeleton on a skateboard, and it means nothing." And he's like, and then I lost her. But I have so many. This one is the one. I love Bon Iver, and they were really vital in my youth and my angsty, depressed, like 12 to 15-year-old self of growing up and only wanting to listen to sad music. And I love they have 2 albums that I died for when I was a kid, For Emma Forever Ago and Holocene.
Okay.
And there's a little like cabin and tree house in Holocene that I have this. This is because I burnt myself with a curling iron by accident, so I had to get it.
You covered it with
Is
a
it a
tat?
heart?
Yeah, it's
That's
a
awesome.
candy heart. This
I was
is
gonna say,
Eat
yeah.
Me.
Okay.
So dumb. And I have a lot of dumb. This is Everybody Loves You, which is one of my favorite songs that I wrote when I was a kid. I guess it's a little narcissistic to have your own song lyric
No, I
on,
think that's
but
great.
it just meant so much to me. And I was like, I don't know. I loved it. I have so many. I could do this for hours, by the way. You have to tell me when to stop. But I have
Let's do one more. Let's do one more on there. Okay.
This is from The Little Prince. It's a elephant inside of a snake. It looks like
It
a
looks
cowboy
like a cowboy hat from
yes!
here.
To those who don't know. But if you've ever read Le Petit Prince, it's like the whole thing is, I don't know. It'll take a long time for me to explain. It's like that adults see just a hat, but the kid has like the imagination of like that it's like an elephant inside of a snake and blah blah blah. Because he first drew it without the outline of the elephant, and people are like, "Why are you drawing a weird hat?" And he's like, "No, it's an elephant inside of a snake." Like you have to see, have the imagination.
Okay, it's a skeleton skateboarding, all right? That's what I'm saying.
So cool, man! You inspire me to want to get some cool random things.
There's a cool quote with this that I should remember, and I have it briefly in my head, but I'm not going to say it because I will mess it up because I don't really know it well enough. But look it up.
Okay. Well, when you come back around, we'll go over the rest of your tattoos for sure.
Yeah, please. Tattoo tour.
So we have this really cool box of possibly unfortunate questions.
Great.
I don't know who wrote them and what you're gonna get, but beware.
I like the writing on it. Ha ha ha. I can't. What's the most disgusting thing you've seen on tour? Let's see. We've seen barfs. We've seen some throw-ups, and
like
I have a
projectile,
big aversion.
like you've seen it
projectile.
happen.
Yeah.
Like the
I have a big
fan?
aversion to. Actually, I can't even tell a story. I've done the most disgusting thing I've seen on tour, honestly.
And what was that?
When you're in the middle of nowhere, driving from city to city, it's impossible to pull over.
Mm-hmm.
And I had one time when I was very young that I had a really bad stomach ache, and I had to maybe, I'm not going to confirm or deny it, but I had to maybe use the restroom in a bag and throw it out the window.
Wow. That, I think, is on the top of the list.
Yeah, that might have been the best answer.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do one more.
Okay.
One more?
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
We can top that.
Okay. What's the one thing you know about Chicago? The bean.
It's a good
That's
one
a great
to know.
answer.
And
Yeah.
deep dish pizza.
Yes. And Lollapalooza, which you're going to come back for at some
Hot
point.
dogs.
Yeah.
Eddie Vedder loves Chicago.
Oh, yeah. He's here all the
Obsessed
time.
with Chicago.
He'll be back this summer as well.
I know a few things, whatever.
You do know a few things.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming by and taking the time today. Please, next time you're in Chicago, Charlotte Lawrence, you can stop by anytime. We'll have some more tattoo stories.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for stopping by 101.9 The Mix.